Hello everyone, in this video we will learn about sea breeze and land breeze. So in the previous class we learned about that the convection take place in liquid and gases. Then what is the importance of this convection in our day-to-day life? So the people living in the coastal areas experience an interesting phenomena. In this, during daytime the land gets heated faster than water. The air above the land becomes hotter and rises up. The cooler air from the sea rushes into the land to take its place. The warm air from the land moves toward the sea to complete the cycle. The air come from the sea is called the sea breeze. So at daytime the land get heated more quickly as compared to water. So the air which is present on the land surface it will heat it up, it will start rising. And whenever the air is rising, the cool air which is present on the sea it will rushes toward the land. And just because the breeze is coming from sea to land, we called it sea breeze. And after that, the air which was rises up, it will take the place of cool air. And in this way, it will complete the cycle. So, first of all, the land get heated more quickly as compared to sea just because sun is there or in daytime. So the air which is present on the land surface, it will start heated up, it will rises up, and the cool air which is present on the sea, it will rushes toward the land, and the hot air which was rises up, it will take the place of cool air. So in this way, it will complete the cycle. So this is called the sea breeze, and it occurs only at the daytime. Now at night time, the reverse process occurs just because land get heated more quickly as compared to the water. Similarly, it will cools more quickly as compared to water. So at night time, just because the water is more warmer as compared to land, then the air which is present on the sea, it will start rising up just because it is warm, and the cool air which is present on the land it will rushes toward the sea, and again the air which was rises up it will take the place of this cool air. So in this way it will complete the cycle. So the reverse cycle is occur at the night time, and just because this type of breeze is coming from land to sea, this breeze is known as land breeze, and it occurs only at night time. So the people who are living in the coastal areas, their windows are generally faces toward the sea to achieve this phenomena. And that is why the temperature of that environment or that place is quite moderate. It is neither cooler or neither warmer. It is quite moderate. As we learn, the conduction and convection are basically occur in solid, liquid and gas. It is the mode of heat transfer in solid, liquid and gas. Then what about the heat radiation which is coming from sun to earth? Because between sun and earth there is a space, and in this space no matter is there, means no solid, no liquid, and no gas. Then, how the radiation of this sun is coming to the earth? So, it is by the process of radiation. So, the process by which the heat is transferred without any medium, we called it radiation. So, in radiation, no medium is needed, and that is why the sun is able to transfer its heat on the earth. In our day to day life, also, we are able to observe lots of examples in which radiations occur. For example, whenever we are sitting at the front of the room heater, we are getting the heat by the process of radiation. Similarly, when any hot utensil is kept away from the flame, after some time it cools down by radiating the heat in the surrounding. And that is why after some time each and every utensil which was at previous hot it become cool down. Our body also give heat to the surrounding, and that is why the infrared cameras are able to detect us. For example, whenever we want to see or we want to detect any person or any object or any living object in the night time, then we are using the infrared cameras, just because these infrared cameras are able to detect the heat or radiations which is emitted by the organism, and that's why we are able to see the any organism, living organism, in the night time. Now all the hot bodies radiate heat. That means if any object is warm, it will emit heat. Whenever this heat falls on any object, a part of this is reflected, a part of is absorbed, and the part may be transmitted. That means whenever any object is emitting the heat, for example, we are getting the heat from the room heater, at that time some part of it may be reflected, some part of the heat will be absorbed, and some part of it will be transmitted. And whenever any object is absorbing the heat, at that time the temperature of any object will rises up. That means our body temperature will rise only when we are getting the heat from somewhere. Now kinds of clothes we wear in summer and winter. So as we all know that in summer season we always try to prefer light colored cloth, and in winter we always preferred dark colored cloth. Have you ever observed your blazers are basically of dark color and your summer uniform is always of light color? Now why it is? To understand this we have to perform an activity, and for this activity we need two utensils, and one we have to paint black. In both the utensils we have to filled equal amount of water, and we have to keep it in the sun for 1 hour. And after 1 hour we will observe the temperature of both the cane. Then what we will observe? We will observe the temperature of black utensil will be more as compared to the light one. The reason behind that, the black object always absorb more heat as compared to light one, and that is the reason we are wearing dark color clothes in winter season and light color clothes in summer season. Now woolen clothes keep us warm in winter. So why we are wearing the woolen clothes in winter season, not in summer season? So the reason behind that, just because wool is a poor conductor of heat, and also the fibers are able to trap the air, which is also a insulator. So just because wool is also an insulator, as well as air which is trapped between the fibers, it is also an insulator. So it feels warm in the winter season. Similarly, it is better to wear two thin clothes as compared to one thick cloth in winter season, just because the air which is trapped between two thin clothes, it is providing more warmness as compared to a one thick cloth, and that is why we are prefer to wear two thin clothes in winter season as compared to one thick cloth. So we often use electricity and fuel like coal and wood to keep our house cool or warm in different season. So is it possible to construct a building that are not affected much by heat and cool from outside? So yes, it is possible. So by constructing the outer wall of the building by hollow bricks, and just because these hollow bricks contain air, so it will provide the insulation against the temperature, and that is why nowadays we are having these type of bricks or the hollow bricks that we are using to construct the outer wall of the house to keep the house warmer and cooler in winter and summer season. So that's all for today. Thank you very much.